What's up, you guys? Welcome to another video. Yes, sir. What's good, G? Yes, sir. Yeah. Today, I want to talk about what I'm going to start to do differently on my YouTube channel because I have a huge passion for astral travel, a huge passion for talking about the spirit realm and things like that. And this is something that I'm really good at. And so I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do different, and I realized this is it. I want to start doing astral vlogs. So I'm about to show you my map right here and how it works and stuff like that. But first, I want to say I'm going to start moving now all my astral travel stuff to YouTube, and I'm going to stick to astral stuff with YouTube. So I'm going to start doing astral vlogs. I'm going to start talking about where I'm going and what's there. I'm just going to lay out everything because I have a passion for astral traveling and I love speaking about it. And I'm bored. Like, I want to talk about what I'm experiencing, what I'm doing out there, because this stuff is like amazing. And I want to call it almost my second life out there. My second life in the spirit realm is mesmerizing. And some of you are even having these experiences with me. So that is where I'm like, all right, I need to talk about this, and I need to start having people on my channel to talk about our experience together, because I'd be going places and then y'all be like, hey, I had a dream about you, or this, and that. And I'm like, damn, you saw me. This be happening so recurrently that I'm like, you know what? I need to make these videos. And then if y'all end up pulling up, y'all pull up. Or if you guys want to explore and let me know what your experience is like there or whatnot. The light and the dark, I'm going to talk about it all. And I can't wait to do this. And I'm going to start right away. But now let's talk about this map. So y'all, I decided to buy this. It's just a poster. I bought this poster and I decided to start mapping where everything is. Now, originally, I wanted to map out the reality of what is actually where. I realized that everything is like, every place that I've been to is like in the small vicinity. Like, I can't even map it for real. So I decided that I'm gonna start mapping it just for a mind map. So I put everything where it feels good. A map for my own mind, for myself. Because what is here is also the map that's in my mind. So this is more of a map for myself. It's not accurate, but it is accurate in terms of where everything is placed in my mind. So that if I want to go somewhere, I'm like, oh, that's there, right? Or like, what energy is close to what? So like, for example, Silanthia is in Sirius, right? Or the portal to Silanthia is in Sirius, so I have them right beside each other. Pleiades is really close to Earth. Serpens, Caput, and Draco, and Hydra. All that something there, Lyra and Vega. All of these is just more for me. Now, if you guys want, you could do something similar where you buy a poster and then you have places that you go to and you put them down where you feel is right. And then it's almost like the whole purpose of this is just to track where you're going in the astral realm. Because when you start to astral travel a lot, there's so many places that you're going to that you're like, I need to start keeping track on like a map of where I'm going and what I'm doing. So for example, I'm going a lot to Silanthia and I'm going more in my water dragon energy. So I have that. And there's a lot of planets that I'm scouting in Sirius and Silanthia. So I have that there. More scouting in Sirius recently. And traveling a lot in Silanthia. I have a teacher in Melchizedek, in the University of Melchizedek, that's helping me with literally everything. Like, he's helping me understand what I'm experiencing. He's helping me to bring in better ways of being and different things. He's helping me a lot through this shift that I'm doing right now. So he's there, and I put it there not just because he's there, but because he is involved in my travels. I used to have this on Albier Toril. I'm still doing some stuff there, but right now I've been exploring some stuff with Azeroth. As you can see here, for those who know Azeroth, I've been heavily involved in that energy recently, and a lot of the beings there have been coming up. Again, Azeroth isn't literally there. This is just more for a mind map so I can map where I'm going and what I'm doing. I have an astral house, specific astral house over here, astral house. And I go there intermittently sometimes in my astral travels and I need a break. So like if I'm doing something over here, then I'm like, all right, I need a break. Then I go to my astral house and then I go back or do what I gotta do. Yeah, so I mean, I could have put Astral House anywhere, but specifically it just feels right there. So this is more of an intuitive map, intuitive astral map type of thing. Melchizedek and the Angelic Gateway. Then we have Astral Arena 2 and Astral Arena 1. We also have Astral School 12. This is a mothership, so I call it Mothership 24. Xenos, it's like it has a lot of grays there. Big gray energy, lots of technology and things like that. Yeah, that's what's up. This is a research facility. What else we got? DL4. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is for some reason there's some sort of base out here like a mothership. So I'm gonna explore that. There's Draco family over here. So I don't know where I'm gonna go tonight, but if I don't go there at night, I'm just going to do it in a remote view. Okay, pause. So you hear me here saying, oh, I'm gonna go here, I'm seeing this and that in these areas. Again, I don't think the places are actually there, but the places are nonetheless real. So I'm just deciding to explore the astral, and then I'm using the map and just placing what I'm exploring in those areas. But what's interesting is some of them might actually be there. For example, like the mothership and the dragon place, those might actually be there because I was seeing them in my mind's eye on the map. And then I actually went there in the astral realm and got to explore, see, and experience that place. But places like Toril and Lyra, I just placed them on the map where I felt they should be because it felt comfortable in my mind there. So this is almost a form of divination where you could actually find places on the map, or you could use the map to place places you know and just have a sort of organization in your mind of where you're going and what you're doing. So places that are numbered and lettered like R218, M24, places like that, I think are actually there because I found them from the map. I looked at the map, looked at that area, saw them in my mind's eye, and then I actually went there in the astral and saw them. So those ones are there, but the places that I put like Valyria and Pleiades and all that stuff, I put there just to put there because it felt comfortable in my mind. It was easier for me to organize. There's some sort of Andromedan ship coming toward Earth. It's over here. But there's another one. There's another one here. So I'm gonna put it here for now. It's coming for, especially in April, it's coming for medical stuff, reinforcements. So there's something here, some sort of base or I see it in my mind. That's why, like, everywhere I look, I see what's there. That's what's kind of scaring me a little bit. Or I shouldn't say scary. It's very ominous. Okay, y'all. So I went to the mothership that was here, and I now call it Q4M. And it was essentially like a mothership that'll take you around the area. And there were some floating mountains I saw. There was some valley type planets. There was some areas that were very fairy-like the floating mountains and the floating islands were very fairy-like. So a lot of fairy-like places there. But it was like a quest tour. I call it a quest tour because it was like you're touring around the place and you could decide where you want to stop and do a quest. And I call a quest essentially a mission that you go on purposefully for just experience. So it's not like you're going on a mission for the GFL and doing something specific, because remember, what you do in the spirit realm affects the physical. So when you're doing a astral assignment, you're actually doing something that's gonna affect the physical, that is directly in alignment with the physical, always, no matter what it is. So when you decide that you want to go on a quest, you're essentially doing, it's almost like going to school and taking extracurriculars or extra credit classes. You're doing something to gain experience. So you're going on a certain quest to do a certain assignment or mission that's granting you essentially more experience. I didn't really stop anywhere. I stayed on the ship, but the people there were cool. I met some cool people there. So for any Andromedans watching, you know what's good. some reinforcements and some like healing stuff you're doing over here. If you notice Mars or some sort of Orion battle type energies, you know what's going on. So there's some sort of battle over here, and it's also related to Elon Musk and all of them. So this mission on Mars is pretty important. I consider this like school piece too. There's guides. There's a lot of guides over here. Okay, so some of you may notice that you're doing some guide visitations over here. That's what is happening. So guides meaning any sort of beings that are meant to guide you in your incarnation. So you're gonna have guides and teachers and sort of school and practice grounds and visitation areas. It's a dragon database of information, so it's kind of like a museum. It has all this insight that's been lost in the galaxy and in the universe and is kept here. So I love that. Polaris is like a workspace. It's like an office where I can work. And for those who know, you know. D40, that it's unexplored. I just know there's something there. There's definitely some dragons involved, which is why I call it D40. There's some sort of dragons, and there's a lot of sky area, a lot of like mountainous dragon type of thing. So I just left that there. But this is what the map looks like, and any place I'm going to, if I'm going to Regulus for something, I mean, there's a lot. These are just greater constellations. So there's a lot I could be doing in Regulus. Whether I'm going to the temples there, whether I'm going there to visit family, or I got a mission there, I'm using the portals. There's so much stuff. This is personal. This is very personal. And so when I'm going to Regulus, then I'll do it like that. And what piece I place directly is letting me know what energy I'm going in. So if I'm going more my feline energy, I'm going like that. If I am going in a more water being type of energy, I'll either put the dragon, if it's like a water dragon, or I'll put this octopus. These are like halo pieces. So when I have beings that I'm fighting in that area, look at the dust. When I'm going to an area where I'm like fighting these pieces there, especially if I'm astral traveling with some of y'all, meaning either you're just a viewer or you are in the server and we're in commutes and we're astral traveling together, then I'll do it like this. It's like team battle, right? And I got some more, so I'll put like a little team battle there. I usually use the tiger. Again, this is very personal. I use the tigers like there's an energy tie, there's some sort of involvement there, and I kind of walk there every once in a while. So yeah, every piece is very personal and means something certain. All my pieces are right there. And you can see I'm surrounded by tulpas. I also have this globe, which is a star constellation globe. I love it so much. It has so many star constellations on it, especially when I'm just looking at it, and then, or a certain being will come to me and be like, hey, come to Perseus. And I'm like, that's a place? And then I look over here and I'm like, oh, Perseus, okay. And then I'll remote view there. And then as well, when I go to sleep, then I'll just astral travel there. So this map means a lot to me, and I'm going to continue to show this map in all of my astral vlogs. All right, so really, y'all, the map is just here to help me map out what I'm doing and help me organize what I'm doing, because as you know, as an astral traveler, you could start to be going to all these different places and have record in your mind of all these places and what's there and what's connected to what. But at the end of the day, you can almost get lost in that knowledge and that wisdom. And a map is definitely something, especially as a clairvoyant, that helps me out. Because in my mind, I got a map. But now I'm going to need something. I'm a visual learner. I'm a clairvoyant. I'm going to need something visual in the physical to help a brother out. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is my astral map, and I'm going to do lots more travels as usual. Wherever I go, I'm going to film what I'm doing there, what's there, what I notice, what I can, especially if there's a lot of classified stuff there. I'll share what I can. And I think I'm going to start filming right now of different places I've been to and what's there. So I'll probably just like point somewhere on the map and be like, okay, this is kind of my history here, my experience. I may have to split up the videos because some of the places that we've been doing a lot. Okay, this is gonna be awesome. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.